pass it for you.
Thank you.
Sky Stream is a service that lets you watch Sky content on your television without the need for a satellite dish. If you're aware of Sky Glass, then you know it's pretty much the same thing, but you just don't get the big TV with it. So Sky calls this little streaming box a puck. Currently this can be purchased on a monthly rolling contract for £29 a month. However, if you're tied into an 18-month term, then the price reduces to £26 a month. Before we delve any further, let's quickly have a look at the Sky puck. So we have the aerial connection on the left, however I believe this is disabled for the UK market. We have an Ethernet port, a HDMI port, and also a power in port. We get a couple of documents for the remote control and the streaming box. We get a 3-pin power cable along with a HDMI cable that measures in at 1.5 meters. Setting up the puck is relatively straightforward. You don't need that many cables, just the power, HDMI, make sure it's connected to the back of your TV, and then power everything up. Once you have powered on the device, then you'll be shown the following screen. So let's get connected. I'm using Wi-Fi for this demonstration, but if you have Sky Broadband you can do so, or via Ethernet, which will provide a stable connection. You will update the software, complete it, that will take about 10 minutes or so, and then it will say hello, welcome to Sky Stream Puck. So now we have internet access, but there's still a bit more to do. So let's finish the rest of the setup so we can start watching our favorite shows and TV programs. On the next setup stage, we'll be instructed to set up the remote control. So you press 1 and 3 together for 3 seconds, and that will connect your remote to the Sky Stream Puck. So once your remote is connected, it makes it easier to find, and also you do not have to point directly at the puck itself in order for the remote to work. You then get an additional option to use this remote to control your TV, so you can either turn it on and off or turn the volume up and down. Your Sky Stream account should already be provisioned, and it should say something like hello Mr. John Wick, and it will say look, we already linked your account, you just need to accept the terms and conditions and confirm that this is you. It will also tell you to put in the PIN. The PIN is usually the 4 last digits of your mobile phone, and it should be all set up. And finally, we have parental control. So we have PIN for daytime viewing. Any content that is rated 12+ will need a PIN, and also a PIN for box office purchases. The last thing you want is a toddler buying all the box office and racking up hundreds of pounds in your Sky bill. Once you're all set up, you'll be presented with this home screen. So you can see I've got The Mother, I've got Steeltown Murders. So this is straight out of the box. There's no recommendation at the moment because I haven't had a moment to watch any of the programs, but once I start watching more stuff, I'll have recommendations on there which I may like. Okay, so we've got the TV guide. Let's quickly jump in, and that you can go into all channels, TV shows, kids, movies, etc. So selecting all channels brings up this conventional Sky TV guide. So I'm just going to go on to BBC One London HD, and as you can see there was a slight pause before the channel loaded up. Now in all honesty, it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it's probably half a second wait, but for people who are coming over from Sky Q who have the traditional satellite dish, this may be a factor you need to consider. Not a deal breaker, but something you should keep in mind. So this is the PIN for daytime viewing function kicking in. Anything that's over 12+ will be locked out. It's good if you have small kids around. You also have this search function where you can search for shows, movies, and anything else, or simply you can press on the microphone button and search for Flash, Top Gear, etc. So moving on to apps and inputs, we've got iPlayer, Netflix, Prime Video, Apple TV Plus. There's a whole different host of applications we can download. If you're already signed up for Prime Video or Disney Plus, then you can use your credentials, and this can be a central hub to view all the content. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. You cannot actually record anything onto the physical hard drive because this is just a streaming box. It's a streaming platform. However, we do have an add function on the remote, and that adds it to the playlist. So at the moment I've got the Flash selected. You can go into manage all, you can see the Flash there. I can remove the series as well, but I'll talk about that slightly later on. Let's quickly talk about ad skipping. Yes, it will cost you £5 on a rolling contract, but it lets you fast forward ads on restart and also fast forward on apps, but YouTube is not included for obvious reasons. When you go back onto your homepage now, on this screen it will show you what's currently playing. So that's the channel you're on at the moment. If you go to the left, it will show you the most recently opened apps and channels, a bit like your browsing history when you're on a website. Using Sky Stream is relatively straightforward. It has a brilliant UI and is pretty smooth as well. There are a couple of issues that I've come across. So normally if you keep on scrolling down, sometimes you will notice it's waiting for the TV schedule. So as you can see here, it takes around a couple of seconds to load up this TV schedule, which may become a nuisance for some. But if you have a bit of patience, this is not too much of an issue. Also, sometimes the Sky Stream box does need restarting. For some reason it will just stop working, but that's rare. For the time I've had it, I've probably had to do it twice. Okay, so let's quickly revisit the add and playlist feature. So no more local recordings on your device. So the easiest way to put it is like a series link on your Sky Q box. So for example, I have Pointless, Rain Dogs, etc. So as you can see, the series has been added. I've got series 27 to 29. But when you open it up, it opens into BBC iPlayer, not onto the Sky interface. And this may be a cause for concern because we don't know what BBC iPlayer retention policy is, or if it's through a different app, how long will they keep it? Will they take it down the next day? You never know, and you will lose all those series or whichever they decide to take down. But for most of the channels, that's not the case. For example, here I have Utsav Plus and Anupama. This is one of my mum's favorite Indian series, and I think it goes back to around 60 to 70 episodes, but there's over 500, so you do miss out on it quite a lot. But if we go onto the Flash, as you can see, we have series 1 all the way to series 9, so you can watch all the episodes, and I believe most of them are on Sky Max, so it's viewable. However, you will come across a problem if you watch a series like The Simpsons, because some of it is on Sky, but there are some episodes that are exclusive to Disney Plus. So even if you don't have a subscription to Disney Plus, because you clicked on the series link, it will still show it on there. So the interface can be a bit clunky on that front. So overall, I'm actually quite happy with Sky Stream. However, if you're moving over from Sky Q or Sky Plus, you need to take a note of this TV channel list. And this was updated on the 20th April 2023. So if we quickly go down to Sky Ultimate TV, these are the channels that are currently included. So if you need to pause at any point, please do so to check it out. We've got Channel 1, BBC 1, ITV, International, got B4U Music, B4U, etc. Then we have Sky Cinema on there. We have Sky Action, Animation, Drama, Family, Greats. But this is probably where you do have to pay a bit of attention. TV channels not currently available on Sky Glass or Sky Stream. So these are the entertainment and music channel. We've got sports channel. So BT Sports Box Office not available. Manchester United TV, Liverpool FC. And then if we go on to movies, ROK or Rock, I'm not too sure what that is, Talking Pictures, don't have a clue. Now this is probably the biggest deciding factor for an ethnic household. So all these international channels are not included on Sky Stream or Sky Glass. And coming from a Bangladeshi background, we grew up watching ATN Bangla, Channel S TV, all those other TV channels, Ikra Bangla, Ikra TV, Islam channels, etc. So if you're from an ethnic background, do check the international section out. There's also further news channels and religious channels that's not available. So what I'll do, I'll leave a link in the description box to this particular website so you can check at your own leisure. So here we have recently added channels. So on June 2023 we had the addition of Pop, Tiny Pop and Pop Max. We've got Great TV came in June as well, and a whole host of other channels. So to summarize, Sky Stream is actually pretty good, and for my use case scenario it absolutely works fine. Okay, let me tell you where you may stumble across some issues. So as previously mentioned, if you specifically want certain channels that are not available on Sky Stream, this may not be the service for you. If you also live in the middle of nowhere and your network is absolute trash, I mean sub 5 MB, then this won't be the product for you. Just stick with the conventional Sky Dish and Sky Q. But if you have a great internet connection and you don't mind missing out on those international channels, then this will be a fantastic product to get. Also, no Sky Dish, so you don't have to worry about planning permission if you're allowed to drill a hole, all that shenanigans, etc. Now, one feature of the Sky Stream, it beats all of them, okay? You don't have to pay extra to view in HD. With Sky Q, you have to pay £5 a month just to view in 1080p. I mean, 1080p should be the standard now. It's been around for about 10-15 years or God knows how many years. Why are you charging me £5 extra a month? I understand 4K, that's a different ballgame, but come on, 1080p. Get your head screwed on, Sky. And on that bombshell, we have reached to the end of the video. If you do have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.